So I'm trying to figure out, like, how did these hats, these pro bash shop hats, start trending? Like, why is it that everybody's wearing them now? Straight up. Like, I understand that there are times when things trend and they don't necessarily have like a meaning behind it or a purpose. It's just that, it's just the thing to do. So if anybody knows why people are wearing these hats, please inform me. Other than that, I'm wearing it because I patronize this business. Now, I'm not the one to, give Pro Bash Shop free advertisement. I'm not free advertising. I'm not a walking billboard. You understand? But for the most part, man, I will say that Pro Bash Shops has helped me with my journey to 2A. And it's crazy that you see a whole lot of thugs wearing this hat, You see a whole lot of people wearing this hat. And it's like, how is it that you wearing this hat, but you don't patronize the brand? If anyone should patronize this brand, it should be the thugs. It should be the rappers. You want to know why? Because you can get ammunition from Pro Bash Shops. You can get all types of firearms, rifles and handguns from Pro Bash Shop. Any and every indoor or outdoor equipment that you can imagine, you can get it from Pro Bash Shop. Straight up. And it's just that plain and simple. I am definitely an official card holder. Bow. I'm giving you my personal information. I've bought two firearms from them. So it pays to patronize this business and not just wear the hat. Do you understand? Let's move on. So I heard about the whole thing that happened in Harlem. And what does Langston have to say about that? It was the biggest drug bust that New York ever had. And the people, not all of them, some of the people in Harlem are literally bragging about it. Yeah, my man, this, that, so forth, and 47 people indicted, and the biggest drug bust, and blah, 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 blah. It just all adds on to the whole Scarface image that just about every black, I ain't gonna say everyone, but just about everyone, just about every black person, young black person that is trying to live out that fucking Scarface movie life. And it's crazy because it seems as though that all of them so-called thug niggas didn't see the ending of that movie. That Scarface died. He got shot up. And that's what usually happens when you're doing illegal things. Either you die and you go to jail. One of the two. Or you overdose. OD. One of the three. And it's crazy how the people in Harlem, not all, some of the people in Harlem are bragging about this shit. And not bragging about, let's say 12 kids graduated from high school and all went to the same college and graduated from that particular medical school, and all 12 of them became doctors. That's the shit that you're supposed to be applauding and going crazy for. That's the shit that you should be bragging about. Not about your hood. I think it was, Grant projects or some shit. Not about your hood and it being the biggest drug bust that New York ever had. That's crazy to me, man. That is straight up and down crazy. Well, I know one place that they don't have pro bear shop at. I mean, why would they need it in New York City? Straight up. Yeah, let me tell you something, man. I'm just being real, and it hurts me so bad. And I think, like, in this particular situation, in these particular subjects, topics, or whatever have you, I think I'm just gonna have Pretty Ricky, talk to you all from now on, because I get really, really emotional, like, for real, like Whitney Houston shit. Like, I get so emotional, baby, every time I talk to you, or I do a video for you. I get so emotional, baby, and there's nothing love can do. There's nothing to for real. Because it's like, I go in pro bass shop, I'm not lying. All I see is just white people and their children. And in pro bass shop, they have some of everything. It's not just firearms, man. They have fishing rods. They have four-wheelers. They have campers. They have some of everything. Stuff for hunting. You know what I'm saying? Some of everything. You would think that we would at least be a little nosy enough to go in there for those that have a Cabela's or a pro bass shop near you. You would think so. Especially if you're a thug. And double, especially if you're a country boy. Straight up. And this is why I love the South, and this is why I represent the South. Because, I'm pretty sure they might have a pro bass shop in the Cabela's in upstate New York, possibly. But here in the South, man, shit, Cabela's is right down the street from me. Pro Bass Shop is in Concord Mills, and I think there's another Pro Bass Shop or Cabela's located in Rock Hill or further down in South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. We have in the city of Charlotte let me take it back, because that's Pineville. So I'll say it was Blackstone, there's Ballantyne, and I think that's it. I think it's only two, but all together, three, Carolina Sports. So we have 3 gun ranges, and technically we have 4 because Pineville has a gun range as well. We also have a couple of people that's selling ammo, around the city. We have a black-owned business. I forgot the name of the black-owned business. I apologize. For those that know it, please put it in the comment section of this video. And when I find out, I'll put it in the comment section of this video too. I think his business is located off of Statesville Road in Charlotte, where he sells ammunition as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that I'm in the South. So glad. Because we have the right to carry firearms as well as conceal them. That plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, and I say it again, Pro's Bass Shop it's not just about firearms. It's all about really surviving, using, these tools to survive if you are in the wilderness. Yeah, let me tell you something, man. And this is a harsh reality. If we ever make it out of the hoods and live in rural places, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never make it. They say if you could survive in New York, you could survive in everywhere. That's a fucking lie. My man Karan, much respect to you, Karan. I ain't heard from you in years if you looking at this video. My man Karan, he came down south and stayed there for probably a year and a half and was like, fuck it, I'm out. And that ain't the first New Yorker that I ever met that was on some shit like, I can't take this shit, I'm out. So just think about putting the average northerner in the middle of the wilderness and see how that person would react. So it ain't about if you could survive in New York, you could survive anywhere. No, if you could survive in the South, you could survive anywhere. Because the South teaches you about the outdoors. It teaches you, it gives you skills. It teaches you survival tactics inside the house just as well as outside. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I love being in the South because I can go into a store like this and it's kind of like my Toys R Us, my adult version of Toys R Us, straight up. Matter of fact, when I get off of this video, I'm gonna go check at Cabela's and see if they have any 9mm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I don't know what to say about the whole drug bust, man. I don't think that there is anything to say. You know what happened? It's gonna continue to happen. We don't have any type of programs for these kids, and I hate to sound redundant. Everybody's saying the same damn thing, and I don't understand how we're telling people the problem and no one's giving a solution to the problem. Yo, the kids are wilding. And the reason why they're wilding is because mom is a single parent and she gotta go to work to pay the bills. She has to. It's mandatory. So guess who's the the babysitter? It's public school. You know what I'm saying? The moms can't afford a babysitter. So she definitely sends her children off to public school to, of course, get a basic education as well as a free babysitter. And that's a reality. The father's not there. Either he busted a nut and walked the fuck off, or he's in jail. So guess what happens? When that kid comes home, he don't have anyone to come home to. Guess what happens? That kid goes outside. And the mother is not there to educate him, and neither is the father. So the streets do. And that's a reality. On a lighter note, though, yo, man, I ain't even lying. Y'all been waiting like a whole week to talk about this. Freddie! Freddie, what are you doing, Freddie? Let me tell you something. Hands down, straight up. Aside from Griselda Records, Freddie makes some of the bangingest ass music that I ever heard. Hands down, I ain't even lying. I never thought in my life that I would say this. But hands down, right now, he's one of the top 10 rappers. Top 10 rappers. They got his ass whooped. I don't understand that. That motherfucker's nice with the rhymes. Nice with it. But with those hands, you might have to go back to you might have to go back to like MMA school or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You might, I don't know what to tell you. Them hands ain't right, yo. Freddie, didn't you learn the first time when Jim Jones put his hands, he put his paws on you, as they say? Straight up. And then after that, you get into it with Benny and get into and get jumped by his people. Freddie, when you gonna learn, Freddie? When? Let me tell you something, man. This is what I learned. I'll tell you all what I learned. When I was young, man, I saw a lot of people talk shit. And I learned at an early age to not talk shit. Why? Because the persons that I saw talk shit, they got their snot box rocked. That plain and simple. I don't mean to be on some Hassan Campbell shit, but it's on some real shit. They got their snot box rocked. Straight up. And you know what that taught me? To shut the fuck up. That plain and simple. And this is what I'm trying to tell Freddie. Freddie, just shut the fuck up, man. Please. It's not hard, pause. It's just not. It's not difficult. It's just not, man. Especially when you on, on wax, you know what I'm saying? And you saying skinny nigga. So you skinny. You know you small. Stop trying to act tough. Yeah, true indeed, you were outnumbered. But that's what happens when you fuck with hood niggas. It's just that plain and simple, man. I got jumped twice. And each time I got jumped, they didn't play fair. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where these people come from. When motherfuckers be on some shit like, I got jumped and they didn't play fair. You know what I'm saying? Such and such. I think the dude, when the baby hit the, whatever that broad name is that he got a baby mama with, his baby mama, or he got a baby with, you know what I'm saying? That chick's brother, he was on some shit. Yeah, they jumped me and da-da-da-da-da. And if it was a one-on-one thing, it'll never be a one-on-one thing. Not with no hood niggas. Excuse me, there's a spill on aisle 6. We need to get some Clorox over here. There's a big stain that we need to get up. This nigga's getting mopped. Oh shit, we need some Arm & Hammer over here. We need all types of cleaning appliances over here, because this motherfucker's about to get mopped. Freddie! Freddie, man. Chill out, Freddie, for real. You make some of the most banging his ass music till it's ridiculous, man. And to call yourself the rabbit, but you can't get away every time you get jumped. I guess when they have the race, the tortoise against the what is the hare against the tortoise or some shit like that, your ass is guaranteed that you gonna come in last. Oh man, I don't understand it. And what's so funny is this. Okay, so the second one, they got footage, TMZ footage. You know what I'm saying? You made TMZ. You know what I'm saying? But the first one, they don't. The second one, technically, they don't have footage. I'm talking about like the people that jumped you didn't record you. So it's obvious out of the first and the second time you got jumped, you got jumped by a bunch of old heads. Because if they were young, it would have been at least, on both of those occasions, it would have been at least 2 people recording the shit, and there would have been a third one pulling out his blicky, ready to light your motherfucking ass up. So the reality of it is you should actually be thankful that it wasn't no young heads that fucked your ass up. Because if they would have got to you, you would have been dead. Then they would have been pissing on your grave and all that type of disrespect spinning around the op. You know, they would have been making diss tracks about you and shit. It would have been nasty for real, man. For real. They probably would have rhymed your, like, Freddie with Daddy or some shit, some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, like, I feel like I'm in high school again, you know, when I'm talking to this dude. I forgot his name. What was his name? Wayne. I think that was his name, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to tell him, yo, man, just stay out of trouble. Stop talking shit about people and they won't DDT your ass again. Like, yo, for real, they beat his ass. And back in the days, like in our days, you had Hulk Hogan and all them shit. Like, we was really, really into, wrestling and shit. Motherfuckers was doing wrestling moves on that motherfucker, like jumping off the rope and DDTing his ass and all types of crazy shit. Like, they fucked that man up. And I told him, yo, man, you just need to just stop running your mouth about everybody. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then 10 days later, they were calling the principal because Wade got jumped again. Hey, man, stay out of trouble, man. Other than that, man, I hope you all enjoyed this video.